form of formal negotiations and apartheid was in 1991. And there was a lot of different groups. There was actually 19 different political groups and activist groups involved, with over 228 delegates. So obviously it was a huge negotiation process. And like Josh was saying before, multi-party negotiations are more difficult because the increased number of people increases the demand for discussion time. It creates more issues and problems that must be brought to the table. It instills stronger pressures to conform and suppress disagreement, and it just makes these negotiations strategically more complex. So the first round of negotiations they did was called CODESA. It was the Convention for Democratic South Africa. And these were actually unsuccessful. The way they did it was they separated people into 5 subgroups, and each of these groups were in charge of negotiating a certain part of like the new constitution or the interim government, something like that. And CODESA actually failed because they couldn't reach agreements. So that was in 1991. Finally, in 1993, realizing that it was necessary to end apartheid and that they needed to kind of get back to the drawing board, they started a different platform for negotiating. It was still multi-party. Actually, there's 26 different political groups involved in the second one. But instead of just having smaller groups negotiating on different parts, they had smaller groups negotiating, and then it would be analyzed by another group, and then that would be reformed and amended, and then that outcome would then be voted on. So it kind of made it more of an integrated approach, like everyone had their hands on something, more of the groups were represented, and more people had more of a say in the outcome of the negotiation. So this was called the multi-party negotiating process, and this one was actually successful, and in 1994 they had their first democratic election in South Africa.
Okay, very good.